So in this push-up position, we're gonna start in your traditional push-up. You're gonna do one push-up with your hands in a traditional width. After you come up, you're gonna do another push-up wide to the left. Then you're gonna come in, do another traditional push-up. Then you're gonna do one wide to the right, and then back to the center again. So what that's gonna look like from the front, it's gonna be one push-up here. Then I'm gonna go wide left, back to the middle, wide right, back to the middle. And I'm just gonna repeat, going left, middle, right, middle, left, middle, right, middle. So with this sit-up, I want to put my feet underneath a couch or something at home that's going to weigh it down, so that way I can use that to help me support using my core to get myself up. You're going to tuck your hips near your heels. Your hand's going to go behind your back. You're going to try to initiate this movement through your stomach. So my rib cage is here. I'm going to try to imagine bringing my spine all the way, flexing it, rolling it. My rib cage is going to go down. Instead of me trying to lift with my knees going up, I want to think of bringing my rib cage to my knees, not the other way around. So I want to be here, using the core, rib cage to my knees, curl up, and then nice and slow, opposite on the way down. So again, you may get the curl up really well, but then don't just let yourself fall down. Use those exact same muscles that you came up, staying tuck curled, and slowly rolling yourself down. So you want to control the descent, because there's a lot of good stuff that happens on the descent if you can control it.
So this is a Bulgarian split squat, also referred to as a rear foot elevated split squat. What I first showed is actually having my toes on the bench. You want your foot up on an elevated surface. However, you have two options. You can do it with the toe, or you can also do it with the laces down. Honestly, it's preference, and whatever doesn't give you any pain. However, we want to focus on 80% of your weight is on that front leg at least. Try not having too much weight on the back leg. Otherwise, you're gonna feel like you're really leaning back. You're gonna feel a really big stretch in the front of the leg. We're really focused on strengthening the hip and the knee muscles of the front leg. Sink down as low as you feel comfortable with, that you can control. The lower you go, the more of a stretch you're going to feel, and the harder the muscles are going to work.
So on this dip variation, I'm going to use a couch, a table, something that's low, that's sturdy, that won't fall as I'm putting weight through it. You want it a little bit wider than your shoulders and your hips. So you got a little bit wider than hip length, hip width, and that's going to be good. For your feet, the farther out I have my feet, the harder it's going to be. If I keep my feet in nice and narrow like this is going to be easier, totally fine, than if I had my feet all the way out and did it. Again, the lower I go is also going to be harder. If I keep the range very narrow versus me letting my hips come all the way to the ground, that's going to be a lot harder. Understand that the deeper I go though too, the more my shoulder is going forward. It's not necessarily bad, it just may be sensitive to that position. So find a distance that's comfortable for you. Find a lowering height that's comfortable for you, and that's going to be where you perform your dips.